Hello to all my wonderful, courageous, creative, and happy family and friends of light. I want to welcome you back to my channel, or if you're a first time visitor, I'm happy that you're here with us. Today, I want to share a story with you that took me into the awareness that I am potentially a powerful being. I didn't even understand the full extent of what that meant when I encountered it. I was 22 years old and had gone to a some kind of a conference. I think I was a representative of whatever. I was a representative of some kind, and I don't even remember all of that particular stuff because it's been almost 50 years ago. It's been a long time. So, so here I am, 22. I've been to this conference. I've had my dinner, including I think a dessert of Foster's, with the flambe, etc. So, and I had done that alone. Uh, I also saw that they had a hypnotist. Now, this is a stage hypnotist in the lounge. So that was the entertainment for the evening. And I walked past that door several times because I wasn't sure about what that really meant. Well, I sat at the back. I went in and I sat way far in the back, furthest back seat I could get, close to the door so I could make a safe escape if I needed to. And long story short, I became the main attraction. Although I have a good inner compass, and I'm not prone to fear, I am curious about things. It's my nature. Nevertheless, I still, was uncertain. Well, hypnosis in this instance in particular led me to understand the power of our minds. I'll explain further. So, besides doing all the things that hypnotists have the people who are up on the stage do, and I went out in the audience. That is called susceptibility, and that's just a creative mind. I just want you to be aware it's a creative mind. There's nothing stupid about me. It's just maybe a little vulnerable. And some people might call it stupid. Let's not go there. Okay, so I am up on stage. We're doing all the things, I'm wearing flats that don't even have laces, and I'm trying to tie my shoelaces that will not stay put, and all of that sort of thing, flapping around like a chicken. Well, or in my case, being told I was Rosalind Russell in, what was the part that she played? Gypsy Rosalie. And so, being a stripper. And that was just hilarious. Then the show really was concluding, and what he did was send everybody back to their seats except me. He told me I was a 2x4, and then he placed it's a ridge of your skull on a hard chair, and my heels on a hard chair, laid me between them. And as I'm laid out, he gets up on top of me and he's walking back and forth on my body. And I had the strangest realization that I think I'm a 2x4 as he's doing this. And all the while he's talking to the audience about the power of the mind. There's no sensation or pain or anything else. I just think I'm a 2x4. So when that concluded, there was discussion with me about, how I would make a good hypnotist. Now, Interestingly enough, as the years went by, I did in the 90s, so I guess it's been 25 years now that I'm a master hypnotherapist. I'm a life between life regression hypnotherapist, and many, many soul retrievals and many other things. However, that's not the point of this video. This video is to tell you that I still cannot, to this day, sometimes get over how important that event in the realization of our minds are strong. What you tell yourself is what you believe. If what you are telling yourself is negative, hurtful, harmful, those things are powerful, and those thoughts will hold whatever that is captive. And basically it means you're trapped. You are like a something in a cage. You can't get out of that as long as the thoughts and the mind are holding that particular thought. And in my practice, what we learn to do is to help you plant the seeds of a better thought. They're your thoughts, and so the hypnotherapist will do their best to plant more positive seeds. Now, I call this, in my practice, people would come to me with a particular problem. We would carry that problem to a crossroads. And basically, you see yourself standing you're at a stop sign. It's a four-way intersection. You can go straight ahead, you can go left, you can go right, you can even go backwards and go behind you. What I do is have the individual look behind them, and you can do this while we're talking. If there is something, a situation, a circumstance, whether it's an argument you had with someone, whether it is a boss, a job, any interaction with yourself, a behavior you're not happy with, you can turn away from the stop sign for a moment and look behind you. As you look behind you, you can see very clearly what that situation, circumstance, individual, relationship, problem, whatever it is, you can see it very clearly. And if you stay with that observation for a moment and move your awareness with me into your heart, just move your awareness like you're sitting on a little bench and it's in your heart. Then you can see, you can become aware of. That's the better term. You can become aware of what it is there that you're unhappy with, and it will become very clear to you. You can do this when we're not visiting like this. You can do this for yourself. Okay, once you become aware of what it is, you are at a point of choosing to either hang on to it or to let it go. And I remember with my son one time, who was angry with me, really over the divorce with his dad. And I just had him go to the crossroads, told him, that you're unhappy, and it's like a ball and chain that you're dragging, or a backpack that weighs, 100 pounds, and you're just lugging that thing along with you, but you're standing at the crossroads. You can choose to let that ball and chain, to drop that backpack with that situation in it right then and there, so that as you move from the stop into the next steps of your life, it doesn't matter if you go left, right, or straight ahead, you're no longer carrying that burden. So what is it you would like to take with you? when you move then into the next steps. And when you're back looking at and assessing the situation, circumstance, thoughts, things that you wish to leave behind you, then you have a clue as to what you don't want to carry with you as you move forward and progress forward. The key here is to keep in mind what you want to do is to recognize that the being of the soul is light, gentle, loving, kind, compassionate, caring, considerate, hopeful, joyful, fun-loving, and so many other, just love, compassion, understanding. You can be that for yourself, and you can be that for the situation you wish to move away from. So jot down 2 or 3 positive words, 2 or 3 positive phrases that you can carry with you into the next steps. You can wake up in the morning with those positive phrases at the ready. Speak them to yourself out loud. Speak them throughout the day. As you do this, you will begin attracting to yourself those positive traits, characteristics, and things that will support you in a more positive way of being. And I guarantee you, if you will stay with that, and your subconscious self may want to disrupt that. If it disrupts it, imagine that you're back at the stop sign, go back to where you released the ball and chain, drop the backpack, and that all you're doing is carrying with you those positive thoughts, wishes, dreams, and hopes for yourself and your life. And that is then just imagine yourself going on from where you are. We're all going to slip up. We all make mistakes and backslide a little bit. It doesn't mean you have to live there. It does not mean you have to live permanently in something that is no longer useful in your life. And it isn't useful in terms of moving and shifting into your awareness of how powerful and kind and loving you truly are, how creative, how skillful and masterful you are at things. And you will even enhance all of those things by letting go of what no longer serves a useful purpose and that is negatively holding you in a pattern that is just simply no longer useful. So that's my thoughts for the day. I want to tell you to, experiment with this, play with it. Come to know yourself at a conscious level more and more each day. And the more that you will entertain the notion that your thoughts are very powerful and they can uplift or weigh you down, and the more consciously aware of you can, in any circumstance or situation, regardless if you're in the middle of an argument, whether you're lashing out and reacting or whether you are responding to something. So I'm going to leave you with the thought that you are a beautiful soul, having this, what can be a delightful experience of growth and learning, and I would encourage you to be less self-critical and more positive about the fact that we didn't come in with a manual, but you're learning that your soul has ways to help you through as you become more aware of whether you're uplifted or you're being weighed down. Okay, well, I want to thank you so much for joining me. I really, really like having you on this walk with me in life right now. It's such a pleasure for me, and I can feel your energy, and it's just a joy for me. So take care of yourself, and try to be loving today, loving and kind. All right, well, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope that you'll join me and come back. Have a great day. I love you. Bye. Oh, there we go.